right, welcome back to the podcast, everybody, where the squid is free and inky wet. I'm joined by your other two hosts, Squid and Strathfield.
Hello there.
Hello.
And in today's episode, Strath is going to tell us what we're talking about, because I have no idea.
All
good.
good. I have a few topics on the agenda today, but firstly, I did want to touch on community games. What makes a good community game, in your opinion?
Toxicity. That's a joke.
He's a born and bred COD player, surely.
I was waiting for it. Also,
Squid?
just... Go Squid.
When you say community game, like the community of the game, or like
Community-based games, so like Helldivers, to an extent,
Yeah,
Battlefront, which has recently had its highest player count in its 8 years of being a game, purely because an ex-developer said on Reddit, we're thinking about getting the band back together, and they were like 19,000 on Steam alone.
yeah,
Wait, it's been 8 years since that game came out.
it's been a hot.
Apparently, yeah.
God damn.
I know, it made
yeah,
me feel old.
That's old.
community game. I think what would be makes a good community is definitely, I think, interactions from the devs, especially when it comes to, like when you mentioned Helldivers, like the dev team constantly putting up little things like the major orders and some of it, just making the game feel more alive. Like, I get that, some games are unfortunately pigeonholed, like Call of Duty, and they have events and stuff, but they're, end of the day, it's just Call of Duty. That's all you're doing, is going in there just to get some items and then go. And I think with games like Helldivers and that, it's very much about the devs adding it up, mixing it up, putting things in there to make it different. Like, I think this whole Super Earth thing being attacked was probably one of the best things I've seen in from like a community, from a dev, really, like just coming in and doing such a big thing that was, it could potentially be dangerous and destroy the entire game if people just say, I don't want to do this anymore, but it worked out really well. But I think that sort of idea of mixing things up and making it different is, for me anyway, what I find best.
Okay. Alright.
Is it my turn?
It is definitely your turn, sorry.
Well, I was just asking because I don't want to cut Squid off or you off.
You're right.
So, with the whole... Wait, what was the question? What makes a good community?
In your opinion, what makes a good community game?
So there's two layers to this. One, there's like the dev interaction side of things. Like, for example, Destiny, even though the community's pretty toxic altogether, the devs do talk to us a lot as Destiny fans. Like, sometimes they're real quiet, but they do give us a lot of information on a very regular basis. It might not be the information we want, but it's better than nothing, I guess. But then on the other side of things, you have other communities, like the Doom community, for example, because they've recently had a resurgence, where there's not a lot of talk between the devs who make Doom and the community. But it's a very tight-knit community because it's also part of the Quake community and all those kind of running and gunning games. So it's like that sort of interaction is what makes it what it is. Because on the other side of things, you have Call of Duty communities, which are like the most toxic community in the gaming space. Or at least one of them.
Hard agree.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I can't think of many bad communities when it comes to
League
gaming.
of Legends is definitely up there as well.
Yeah. Although, like, then again, from what I can tell, I'm not a League of Legends fan, but the devs do talk to the League players a lot, and they have a lot of events because they've got the massive esports events as well.
Yeah. No, I can 100% understand that. I do think, in its own unusual way, toxicity in a community does bring it together. Like,
Oh yeah, definitely. because
anyone who survived early COD knows, like, you know what I mean?
Well, because there's other things as well, like and going back to the Destiny community though, I don't know if you two would have remembered this, but there was a massive scandal. It was after Warmind. There was sometime during Warmind where there was this massive scandal with this clan, and I think they were called OJ, and there were a bunch of like streamers in there, and it had come out that they had been doxing other streamers during the raid race. So this was like Spyro stuff.
I remember that.
Yeah. And then their Discord got leaked, and it was like, I can't remember the exact stuff that was on it, but there was like the FBI had gotten involved.
Wow.
And there was just like at one point during this, because this is when DMG was there before DMG quit and then came back. He literally just tweeted "clean house" during that, and that was it. And then it, like, a lot of people got banned and looked at for all this stuff.
Yeah, it was definitely an interesting time.
It was. I mean, every community probably has those people in it. It's just really sad to see. Because I think that was around the time. I think it's Say No to Rage. He used to be a big streamer in Destiny, and he got outed for being a creep.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's still clips on YouTube of he made this really awkward apology on stream, but his girlfriend was sitting next to him, just staring at him while he's like fake crying.
The original awkward apology.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was just missing the dog with the Lamborghini in the background. Being like, how are we ever going to get through this?
I'm sure you will.
Well, it's funny you bring up awkward clans and clan drama, because recently, I don't know if you guys, I shouldn't say recently, probably in the last 2 to 3 months, I don't know if you guys have seen on TikTok the drama that's unfolded and brought World of Warcraft back to the spotlight.
I don't have TikTok, so I don't know.
Apparently abandoning your clan mid-raid when the clan leader says run is a kickable offense. Who would have guessed?
What? Wait.
Like from the clan?
They kicked him from the clan because the raid leader said run, and because he did exactly what he was told, apparently that was kick-worthy.
But what was the context for run? Like, was it trying to be like that tough guy thing, being like, run? And then
no, it was a bail. It was a we have bitten off and pushed too hard moment.
I don't know how raids work in World of Warcraft. Can you just like abandon that shit?
Yeah, you so it's kind of like to my understanding, you enter the dungeon from a point in the world map, and it's not like it doesn't cut off. You can run away from the boss.
Oh, okay. So it's like interactive with the ongoing world.
I believe so. But they said run, and because he ran, that was apparently he should have stayed behind and died to save everyone else.
But
even though they're playing like a permadeath situation.
Oh, okay, there's permadeath, that's why.
So did everyone else get kicked as well? Because I assume there was more than 2 people. Because I know at the very least World of Warcraft is like 50 people raids.
Oh yeah, they're huge. They're absolutely massive. But it was interesting to see what constitutes a kick-worthy offense in a different game culture outside of Destiny for me.
Yeah,
I think as well in World of Warcraft it's taken a lot more seriously in that sort of situations comparatively to Destiny. And that, like, my friend who's got like thousands upon thousand hours, has said that, you know, he was told by his previous raid clan leader to be like on at this time, and like almost getting told to be like it was a job nearly, and he left because of that. And it was even then, it was like, you know, there's a lot of clans. It's not like few and far between. It seems to be like, especially with them, they're very take it like almost like a job seriously, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah, because I don't remember like how long ago I heard this, but it was like the whole thing with World of Warcraft is that like it is just a lifestyle for some people.
Yeah.
And they put
It definitely can be.
like millions of hours into it. It's something that I would want to try, but then it's coming in at the end of like what 15 20 years of game, coming in as the new guy. It's like very intimidating.
It's actually in I read an article earlier. It's in like the top 10 longest running live service games.
Really? Oh,
Be
well,
surprised
yes.
if it's in like the top 5 somewhere, because I can't imagine there's too many games out there that are around as long as it has been.
that doesn't surprise me.
It's actually beaten by RuneScape.
I'd
Yeah.
say RuneScape wouldn't be surprised if RuneScape was up there, because that's I've been around, I think, but like either since I've been born or even before it.
I mean,
2001.
It's actually
Okay,
not long
so
before, but
it's older than I am.
Well,
Yes.
we don't want to talk about that.
But also, like, with RuneScape, that was like one of the first like big multiplayer games.
Yes.
Or like one of the
Yeah.
first games where you could do those big multiplayer things.
Yeah.
Which they're bringing out a new
Absolutely.
one. There's like a new RuneScape coming out soon.
It's already out.
Okay.
Is it?
Yeah, the RuneScape New World came out a while ago.
I think I saw Asdacross might have put like a video out of it. 'Cause I know
Yeah.
he loves normal RuneScape.
Yeah, I've got a mate at work that has, I think, 20,000 hours on RuneScape. Pretty much had been playing it since it came out and hasn't stopped playing it, or if he has, it's been a very small amount.
That's crazy to me because I'm 10 and a half years deep in Destiny. And I'm like starting to tune out to all the stuff that's happening.
Yeah, it's wild that it's got such a strong cult following. Like my brother-in-law dips in and out of it still on a character that he made when he was, well, we both would have been like 13,
That's
and he's just 12 years deep.
I wonder if people would like, because I see people selling accounts and shit all the time. Like, I wonder how much money someone would pay for an account like that.
Yeah, it's always mind-blowing.
Yeah,
But
they
yeah,
definitely
so
make money out of it.
oh, for sure, because there'd be like things that you can't get in game anymore.
Yeah, I mean, it's like selling a Destiny account, I guess, because if you have like year 1 gear, because like in my vault, I've still got armor 1.0 stuff that is literally useless. That I'll
Yeah,
never
right.
get rid of.
Solid. Our next topic is actually a bunch of the stuff that was announced at a combination of Xbox Showcase and Summer Game Fest.
Can I just say before we start, whose fucking idea was it to have 4 different game events within like 3 days of each other? Because there was Summer Games Fest, which is like I didn't know was happening until I saw the live stream for IGN pop up. And I was like, oh, there's an event. And then Xbox has been marketing it for like a week. There was another one that was like Heroes and something. That that Matt Mercer and Laura Bailey hosted, I think, because I saw them on it. And then there was like another one, but I don't know what the name of it was.
Ooh.
But like why would you put 4 gaming events within a week of each other? Just, smash them into like 2. We all know Xbox isn't gonna merge with other stuff.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're
Definitely
right.
interesting they did that. To be honest, I didn't expect them to do that, but I didn't watch any of it though, so I don't have much of an input, unfortunately, on what
On
actually
what,
happened.
Xbox?
No, on the events and actually see what happened, what came out. So my opinion, very
I watched
strained.
like highlights. It wasn't much. It was literally like the Game Awards. It was like a dude talking for 5 minutes, brought out a developer, and then showed a trailer. Anyway,
Very
continue,
good.
Strath.
So Splitgate has now been out for a little over close to 3 weeks, sorry. I did have a bit of a go of that today, which was
Oh, the new one?
interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, I played it. I put probably like 4 hours into it.
It's very quick.
I
See-
heard that they like nuked their own community though. They did something apparently
Oh.
that like
I saw a video of the developers saying, "We're fans of Halo."
Yeah.
And Call of Duty, so he made the experience, and it's like you literally just made Halo, but with portals.
yeah.
I would argue they made Apex with portals, to be honest. Apex with Warframe cosmetics.
Yeah. So, and I'm just saying, like, after putting 4 hours into it, and this is interesting that you find it fast. I find it slow. And like my first match, I went in, didn't die. I think it took 3 matches before I died, and I'm just like, am I actually playing against bots or are these real people? Because it did not feel like they were real.
I started in Arena, which I did find a bit slow. My second game of Onslaught, it started to pick up, and I started to feel it then. But I'm yet to try the Battle Royale aspect of it.
Yeah, I stuck to Arena in that 24 player one.
Yeah, the Onslaught.
Yeah, and I didn't like the Onslaught. That one felt very weird because it's
map
like
feels clunky.
It does, but also just like 4 teams of 4 or whatever it is, because it's like you're up against like 4 other teams. It just feels weird because I've like never really played like a multiple team game mode like that isn't a battle royale.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, the overall, I didn't like the weapons either. They felt strange.
Yeah, I don't think I've actually changed from my first gun. Aside from a scout rifle I picked up that felt like I was trying to drag a car with my bare hands.
Oh yeah, no. I used a shotgun at one point, and it's crazy powerful up close, but it turning and moving in the game to me just feels like I'm driving a semi-truck through a fucking ice field.
Hopefully, sorry.
Oh no, you go.
Hopefully with some like time, because like it is still only 3 weeks in.
Well, it's also a beta. It's not actually released. Which I'm hopeful for.
They've already announced they're adding a ranked mode to it.
I'm not surprised.
I think they said end of August.
It's going to be a competitive shooter. It's not going to take off. Splitgate 1 took off for like a week, and then it slowly died out.
Yeah, I was going to say, I did play the first one. It had a very interesting concept of it, but I just think, especially at the time we are now, I feel like a lot of like the movement shooters aren't as big as they used to be, or at least that's how I feel anyway.
Yeah.
I think the market is so saturated. Like, you've got Apex, COD, like PUBG. There's no shortage of them on Steam.
I'll be honest. What they realistically need to do to stand out is take the like movement aspects of Warframe with like wall running, dashing, put it in first person, and give us like maps that we can use that mobility on, and that would stand out. It would be a fucking chaotic fuckfest, but it would be fun. because they want to market
Yeah,
themselves
that's
as a fast-paced shooter. They want to be like Quake.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Well, yeah, that's it. Definitely.
I think there's something to be said about having, especially in battle royale games, having characters with personality. Like there's no room or margin for personality aside from coloring and loadout in these characters. Like the finals is pretty customizable.
dude,
if you've
Apex,
played that,
every woman has a fat ass.
yes.
That's what brings
I
in.
mean, yeah.
Dude, have you seen Loba? Like, I don't play Apex, but damn.
Yeah, I know. It's like it's the same as like I feel like Apex, like Overwatch, and the First Descender is it just like. Let's be honest,
Don't bring
there
up
is
that trash in my fucking stream. My
but then like
podcast.
it's just like
we don't talk
it's-
about the First Descendant here.
It's definitely that there's a reason why they sold as many as they did.
The
Especially,
First
I
Descendant.
know.
There's a
No,
game in your
Overwatch
hentai.
2. No, the Overwatch 2.
Oh, Overwatch 2 was made as a tax write-off, in my opinion.
Oh,
100%.
definitely.
Because like they promised a PV mode that they launched without, and then later cancelled.
I think it was pretty dead when they announced that they were changing. What's that guy's name? McCreary.
McCree.
They had to rename one of their characters because the guy that they named it after copped a sexual harassment lawsuit.
Yeah, no, I remember that.
Oh,
Like that kills most things dead in the water.
Well, I mean, hey, let's go back to the start of Overwatch then. The Tracer pose. Why people got upset because she was looking over her shoulder and they're like, you're showing off her ass. It's like, yeah.
almost like the point.
It's like, yeah, have you seen Widowmaker? There is no
Yeah,
reason that she should look like that.
And then you've got the Mercy fanboys.
I mean,
At least they try and hide it with Mercy.
Do they?
Yeah.
not really. But
I mean, at least they cover her ass. I haven't seen
God,
any
we're
new
scraping
skins,
the
so
bottom
why
of the
not?
battle.
you
Yeah,
got
but
Diva as
let's-
well, and they're definitely that.
Okay, but Diva should look like a fucking gremlin. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I feel like that would have been more funnier. Like that would have been at least like funnier to
But
the idea.
listen, we all know who the best girl in Overwatch is, and it's Torbjorn.
Absolutely.
Who?
Little short dude,
the
little
dwarf.
short fat gnome, dwarf guy. He's best
Yeah,
girl.
best girl.
Like best waifu is Speedwagon.
Yes.
Speedwagon
yes,
is the best waifu, but we'll discuss that in the anime episode. What else? Strath?
Well, we got the final trailer for Death Stranding 2, which I believe comes out soon-ish.
I have not seen it. I did see a screenshot that there's spiders, and I'm going to not play the game.
Well, it's in Australia. What do you expect?
Yeah, it's set in Australia.
Yeah, but it's
Also
giant
kangaroos
spiders.
as well. Well,
Oh,
I mean, like,
do you know? Hold on, sorry. I know we're going to talk about it in a bit, but the Liza P DLC came out,
Yes.
and there's fucking kangaroos in it.
is it also in Australia?
Yes.
Was it we're
No,
making
it's
games in
not.
Australia now? No,
It's in a fictional world.
kangaroos exist. Understandable.
Anyway, yeah. So, Death Stranding.
Death Stranding, and Dying Light, which I know Squid, I think you're a huge fan of.
Both games, I'm a huge fan of.
Yes.
I'm
Dying
excited for
Light
both.
1 was good. Dying Light 2 was shit. Fuck.
Dying Light the
It was-
Beast comes out in August.
I've just put a chance. I think Dying Light 2 wasn't as horrible as people say it was after
It was
playing
so
it a few
bad.
times.
It was.
It wasn't
so
as bad.
slow. They took away parkour.
You can still do parkour.
It's shit parkour.
Like, yeah, I get it. Dying Light
You
1's a lot
can't
better. I get
sprint.
it. You can sprint.
There is no sprint in that damn game.
Anyway, yes, I'm excited for Dying Light the Beast as well.
Something that falls into a very similar category, Silent Hill F. It has been announced that the initial report that it would be banned in Australia is actually incorrect, so it will be releasing here.
I can't imagine
Oh.
many games get banned in Australia. Like, I know people talk about the what is it called, that game that got banned, but the drug making game.
Yes. So they
Something-
censored. I know they censored South Park. I feel like there
Oh wait,
was.
there was a drug making game. I thought you were talking about the other one that got banned around the world.
I don't know the drug making game.
Oh, yeah. I saw on Twitter. I don't know what the name of the game was. I didn't look into it too far, but it's a. I can't say the word.
Rimworld was the one that got banned.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it was like the developers were.
We can't say the word because we will be flagged.
Yeah. I know what you're saying, but yeah, that
Oh,
was it's yeah.
It rhymes with a fruit. It was
Yeah.
a simulator.
see.
Yeah, and
That's right.
it got banned hard.
wow.
Yeah, it was it's actually I think obviously not Game Mule because he's not there, but like Steam actually put a thing out when it actually, because I think it did come out to Steam, I believe, and
No, it came
they
out on
realized what it
Steam, and then someone made a comment of it, and then they realized, and they like straight removed it, which is what it
Yeah.
should be. For
Yeah,
last I
right.
heard, I think that they were like tracking the developer to press charges or something.
Yeah.
Because it's
Jesus.
really bad. I'll be back in a second though.
Yeah.
Ad break time.
Ad break time.
But if you didn't put ad break in, it's still recording. Man, my head feels like there's concrete in it.
I would be getting on them flu tablets straight away.
Taking some stuff. I'm feeling better now, but we'll get there.
It's going around.
Yeah, it's been. I said there last year. I'm just like, this is me. I like winter for some things, but other reasons I hate them just because there's so much sickness.
Thickness.
The sickness.
Thickness.
Well, I got Baldur's Gate 3 as well.
Very good.
That's on my
Prepare the
list.
tissues
I'm ready.
for tears and other things.
Yeah, alrighty then. I've seen many scenes of the game, and so I might write that. Well, give it a try. And yeah, I know there's many characters in there that are interesting characters.
Interesting characters.
Yeah. Also wanted to get the original Fallout 1 and 2 on PC, so they're on sale, so I got them. I
Oh,
never played them. I think it was on sale, I don't remember, but I've never played them before because I've only played Fallout 3 onwards, but obviously it's a different developers, so the gameplay was kind of turn-based. I think it was kind of turn-based anyway, but it was also like the OG style of where every attack had a chance to hit.
yeah.
So like I just seen videos of people playing and they're punching and it's like they did 4 punches and none of them hit because like he has like a 5% hit rate. It's like, oh.
You know what else has a 5% hit rate? This week's sponsor, Squarespace. We don't actually have the sponsor. If
We
were
do not.
sponsored. Oh god, I wish we were sponsored.
You'll get there, man. You'll get there.
Probably
I have
not.
faith. Why not?
Anyway.
Do it.
I mean, I'm trying. Dude, I'm not being sponsored by Honey. At least they're a scam.
That's true. They are.
Yeah.
Or BetterHelp, they're a scam as well. Apparently,
They are being investigated for the quality of their therapists and the qualifications of their therapists. So, big boy
how
scam.
about you therapist these nuts, Gotter?
Got her.
Okay. Anyway, continuing from wherever you guys are up to.
But yeah, censorship is interesting. Feel like there was another game that was banned
GTA.
in a very similar vein.
GTA 5.
No, that bad boy is gonna go longer than I am. It's gonna be around as you to put him in the ground.
Yeah.
But yeah. Interesting flexes all around. Most of them get overturned.
Depends on what the censorship is as well.
Oh, do you
Most
guys
of the time it's
remember-
drug use.
Do you remember the Call of Duty censorship with no Russians?
Yes.
That was
I didn't play the
crazy.
new one. I
No,
played
no,
the
this-
original one. So.
Yeah, no, this is like the old one. I mean,
Oh,
I
is
played
there a new
both
one?
and it was worth it.
Is there a new one?
there's a new
Yes.
Modern Warfare 2, but I think
Oh.
they either removed it or they changed a lot of it.
What?
But I played the original one that originally came out with all the censorship.
It's like Modern Warfare 3 as well. That one got banned somewhere.
The train crashing scene, I think, was
Yeah,
France.
because the train scene. Yeah, I think it was France.
I think
The
it was
train
France,
scene
yeah,
that was like.
they banned it.
But-
Which is fair enough. I mean, like, it'd be the same as like having essentially a 9/11 scene, and it will get banned in America.
I was
I
literally thinking that. I
mean-
wonder if like they. I think that's like the limit. If they try and do a 9/11 scene, that's like the end of Call of Duty.
I mean, they have multiple terrorist attacks on American soil in Call of Duty.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
it
Like
wouldn't be
that have come out since that happened.
I wouldn't
it's
say
a-
it wouldn't be on brand, but I wouldn't be surprised either.
the difference is like those terrorist attacks in Call of Duty are usually like made up, didn't actually happen. When you base something on real events that people witnessed and lived through, it's a little
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
I mean, they have you. The map in the new one in COD 6 is literally Saddam Hussein's palace.
Yeah,
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 I
it's
mean-
it's
but that's
kind
different. We're making fun of a very bad man doing that.
On that note, on the note of Call of Duty, COD 7 was announced and the trailer was dropped. And
And it
Mason,
looks-
what do the numbers mean?
Are we talking about Black Ops 7? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
We are.
God, it looks bad.
Look, I'll be honest. I lost interest in Black Ops after like 3. So
Yeah.
I did play the newer one, the one that just came out recently, quite a bit, and I did enjoy it. But I don't know. It's
I saw a rumor
good,
that they're
Call of
getting
Duty,
rid of
man.
Warzone, and that they're
They're
going
gonna
back to
make it-
Black
It is
Ops.
definitely just a rumor.
if they're gonna
Yeah.
do anything, they'll make it a standalone game, and I doubt they'll get rid of it. It makes them a lot of money. People buy.
Well, no.
Call of
So
Duty
what
just
I
for-
what I heard was they're going to get rid of Warzone and do Blackout again from Black Ops 4.
Yeah.
So that way
Maybe.
they can like refresh it and Treyarch can do their thing.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm not excited, but it's just another Call of Duty.
I know that some
Like-
people might. Sorry, you go.
No, I was just gonna say like, who fucking cares? It's the same game every year with a new PvE mode attached.
It might. I don't know if it would say a hot take, maybe a lukewarm take, but I think that a lot of people who like Call of Duty because almost like it's the same game, but with small details changed. And
I'll give you a hot
yeah,
take.
go-
Fucking
yeah.
move on. Call of
go
Duty
back
will
to the
never
old-
be in its prime.
it
I perhaps have a bit of a different take. I
Yeah.
like Call of Duty because it's not something I have to like. If I want the guns, all of the guns and all of the little attachments, sure, I do need to work at it. But there's nothing that stops me from sitting down and just turning my brain off for like 2 hours and just playing Call of Duty.
That's true. That's a fair take. I can respect that.
It's not something you constantly have to grind like Destiny and other games where it's like if you don't play, you're gonna get left behind in that narrative. And
Yeah.
I like that. I
Yeah.
liked that when I was really time poor. Like I can understand the appeal.
Yeah, that's different. I think it's the same like with FIFA. Like it's just the same stuff over and over again.
Yeah,
different characters for FIFA.
Mm.
Oh look, it's
Very
the fifth
much
Messi
so.
of the year.
One for you, Squid. Atomic Heart 2 was announced.
I did see both Atomic Heart 2 and the other one that
The
Risen also mentioned.
Cube.
I'm
The
very
Destiny
excited.
Killer.
I
The
know a lot
what?
of people.
The Destiny Killer. The Cube.
Yeah,
It's gonna take our
you can't
sphere
kill-
away.
you can't kill what's already dead, man.
Oh, you would be surprised. Bungie are driving us straight fucking ground hard.
Bungie's gonna kill Destiny, not everything. Not are they? No,
no, they
game.
killed Destiny.
Yeah. Yes, I'm very excited. I thoroughly enjoyed Atomic Heart. A lot of people did make complaints about the game, and I was a bit concerned. But you know, one of the upside is I did download some mods that were quality of life mods. And I know a lot of people say that you shouldn't download. A game should come out and it should be good from the set stone. But even some of the games, the biggest games that have come out recently, they're like games of the decade. You know, downloading mods of quality of life is just always nice. So apart from that, though, the story was great. I enjoyed it.
Squid, can I ask?
Yes.
Are we talking mods or mods?
No, so the mods I downloaded was to make it a bit easier to get resources because they did mention that resources were a bit scarce.
You have to gather
and
resources in that game?
Yeah, to craft things and also ammo and stuff.
Oh.
You know, the idea behind it is it's meant to be you're meant to go out there with a melee weapon and grab ammo and then you can use a gun, but I just kind of wanted to go running gun, so I downloaded a mod that makes it a little bit easier. No, I did not download any of the mods you talked about. I know exactly what you talk about.
Is it like a Dying Light situation type of game? Because I've literally never seen anything on it.
No, not really. There's definitely parkour to some degree. It's more or less
like in the gathering stages. It's like you have to use melee weapons mostly, and then you get ammo occasionally.
More that you get a lot of ammo. It's just you don't get a whole lot of ammo. So if you play the game with melee only, which you can definitely do, you'll find that you'll have a lot of ammo. But if you just use guns only and only guns and never use your melee, you will run out of ammo.
Okay.
But as long as you keep if you just, I guess the best way to explain it is as long as you're looting, you'll have consistent amount of ammo, and you can craft ammo as well. So you can find schematics to make the ammunition and craft it. So it's not like it's impossible. And that's where the resource gathering comes into it. But there are some, specific creatures or robots, I guess, that are just actively just weak to melee, and they will just be a sponge to guns. So the game doesn't force you to use guns or force you to use melee, but it definitely hints that there are some bosses and some creatures that you have to change your playstyle up, otherwise you will be sitting there and burning time because it's made that way, I guess. But otherwise, was fun. They're meant to make another DLC. I don't know if they are now because they're making the second game, but
the DLC is the second game.
yeah. So my only one thing is that I didn't find any of the bosses particularly difficult. Without spoilers, the final boss of the last DLC they made actually felt like an Elden Ring Dark Souls boss, to the sense that I think I must have retried that boss about 50 times. I struggled because it was very much like, holy moly, what am I doing?
That's how I like my games.
There's a few bosses where they're just like Doom music, and you're just out there slaying, and it's a lot of fun. The music score is great, and they definitely know when to play the right music for the right bosses.
Okay, alright, come through. We love a little bit of atmospheric effect.
Yeah, and the world. It's probably one of the most beautiful worlds I've ever seen in a game in a long time. It's very theatrical. It's very open world. You can go pretty much anywhere you want to go, minus some areas which are level locked for
your own safety.
Yeah, but it's very much like you can tell that it's a game made in Russia. They don't hide it, to put it bluntly. Not in a bad way, but there's a lot of they don't. There's a lot of places where it's all Russian text, but fortunately enough, if you stand in front of it for a few seconds, it will auto translate it into English for you.
Say less, comrade.
So yeah, they use that word a lot, a lot as
Yo,
well.
Putin, is that you?
Oh, I have now watched the trailer to The Cube in this time, and it looks an awful lot like the first Descendant in how they have the characters dress. I'm just gonna drop that right there.
Did say people saying that like this is going to be another Guna game, and I'm like, it does look like that.
So
It's definitely a game that people play with one hand.
So are we seeing the birth of the Guna genre of games?
I mean, look at Zenless Zone Zero, man. Like that's
That's an anime.
Yeah, I know, but like, look at the game, bro. It's they knew what they're doing. Like they made the female characters very much like
what, Squid? Like what?
Like the fact that like some of the characters when they walk, you see everything jiggle. I'm not talking like
jiggle physics.
I'm talking like the thighs. Like
so
there's
Squid, you've been playing these games, huh?
No, I just
you've been looking for the jiggle physics, Squid.
No, look, listen. I just have seen some stuff. Okay, I haven't played the game. Look, just the stuff on the game, like
He's seen.
Anyway,
Squid is traumatized.
I wouldn't say that, but
I wouldn't say. Sorry.
Yeah, we go.
I wouldn't say that we're seeing the rise of the Guna genre. I feel like it's always been here. It's just that people are becoming a little less.
The emergence.
They're less afraid.
Yeah, they're less afraid to say, yes, I play this game that has, biblically accurate women with extremely, perfectly designed bodies. Like,
what the fuck does biblically accurate mean? Are we about to see a floating eye with 8 wings?
No, but I mean, it's basically like they make it in the way that they know that people would like to have a perfectly designed woman. Not like how real people are, because people have different bodies.
Well,
it's,
yeah. Also,
it's
from
definitely
what I've
like
seen,
an anime.
From what I've seen of the characters, they also have ears, like animal ears. So.
Yeah, well, look, because I don't know. Look, I don't know what's going on, but people are liking to make animal girls, right?
Look, I just checked the top 10 popular new releases on Steam, and I didn't even get out the top 10 before I found Guna games. So
yeah, it's definitely coming, and I don't think it's a resurgence. I just think people aren't afraid to make and play them. People were giving a lot of crap for playing Genshin. Now people are like, "Oh, you play the game because waifu simulator."
Genshin's not that bad though. Genshin is more of a lol.
They get a lot of crap.
I don't know how we made it this far, because pardon the pun, but I don't know how we made it this far when, let's be real, Bayonetta.
Yes. Oh my
was
goodness.
2009. I feel like that didn't leave much room to the imagination.
No.
Isn't that also made by Nintendo of all people?
You know what? I actually don't know. Let me double check for you.
As far as I'm aware, it's in the same universe as Devil May Cry. As far as
it is published by Sega.
There you go.
So fucking Nintendo. Sonic.
Yeah, I mean, look, man, they knew what they're doing, making Bayonetta. They knew what they're doing.
Yeah, but by the same standard, we can say they knew what they were doing when they made Dante, because in the first game, he's shirtless.
They definitely did. I mean, as a straight man, they made him incredibly shredded.
Also, on the topic of Dante, watch the Netflix series. It's so good.
I have heard a lot of good things from my friend who loves Devil May Cry. He said that
it has nothing to do with the games. Everything has changed.
But he did enjoy it a lot.
Yeah. Also, Lady is best girl.
I will watch it.
Yes.
I will let you know my feedback.
You must go in for it.
Moving along from our Guna games, Resident Evil 9 also announced a bit more of I think there was a trailer.
I think it was a CG trailer. I don't think it was a gameplay one.
No. Um, what was the other one? Project Century, which I know you two, I don't think were really fans of Yakuza or haven't played much of it.
Never played it, but it does look interesting. Risen would be the person to.
Where the fuck
talk
is
to about it.
Risen?
So Project Century's been renamed to Stranger Than Heaven. And
A
is kind of
Yakuza
like
story.
about a... Hey?
Stranger Than Heaven, a Yakuza story.
It's about a detective in 1943 Japan.
Oh, that's what I saw. I saw some like old-timey Japanese game, and I literally thought it was another Yakuza game.
I'm
Yeah,
actually
would
really
be-
excited about it.
I haven't seen anything on it, but it sounds interesting anyway.
I believe it's even made by the same people.
It
just
did look
from
very
memory.
similar to Yakuza, but that might just
that-
be because it's in Japan. Like, I might be being racist by saying that.
I don't
no,
think
it
you
is
are,
made
man.
by Sega. It is made by Sega.
Hey, Sonic!
I don't think you're
Hey!
racist for saying that because a lot of Japanese games, especially like that, so look at like the FF games, like they have that sort of look to them that
At least
that came out.
At least they didn't use a landmark that you can't legally use in marketing, or release their game on the day of a national, like remembrance.
Is that Assassin's Creed Shadows I'm hearing right there?
Yeah.
Very good.
I did hear some reviews on that, and some people actually there's a quite not a lot, but there's a decent amount of positive reviews that have come out recently. So it's hard to say.
Yeah, it's probably IGN sucking Ubisoft's dick.
I mean,
What?
yeah, like speaking of Ubisoft, they must be definitely be boiling now after what happened with Expedition 33.
Oh, definitely. Some higher up is just like, fuck.
We dropped the ball on that one.
Yeah.
It is crazy though. Like, you know, I was definitely not interested in playing the game, and yeah, I definitely have enjoyed it. The experience have thus far been very positive.
Well, you know what we need now? We need the 400 to 600 people that were fired from Bungie to come together, make a studio, and outdo Destiny with a looter shooter.
That's not hard, man.
No, it isn't, but I really hope it happens because it would be so funny.
Yeah, at this stage right now, I love Destiny so much, man. It's one of my favorite games. But I think somebody needs to make something that either pushes Bungie to make something different, or that Bungie's like, you know what, you got me there, kid. And just gives up.
Yeah. Good thing.
It's embarrassing that Destiny Rising is doing better than Destiny.
I was about to say, today I saw like a clip of a strike, and then I found out that they've got brand new enemy types in Destiny Rising. Like there's a
like you've got. Sorry.
No, I was just saying, like, there's a Minotaur it's called a Sphinx. It's like halfway between a Minotaur and a Wyvern.
That's cool as shit.
And the strike boss has one arm that shoots void cannon and the other one that shoots solar cannon. How has Bungie not done that?
Because Bungie doesn't like to innovate, man. Look at what they've been doing. Like, who is making Destiny Rising? I'm not sure who is making it, but like
NetEase.
Well, I mean, I know NetEase can be kind of, you know, how you going, but you know, look, there's a lot of things that they've done in Destiny Rising that I've wanted in Destiny 2 for so long, and I'm kind of mad that they haven't done it. The fact you can do, why can't I do Will Sidearms, man? Give me 2 gats and let me just go. Like, why do
They
I have
actually talked about that in a recent dev interview, and they were like, "It's not happening anytime soon. Keep dreaming."
No, I know, and it's like you know what the community wants. Like, we're telling you what we want, and you're like, no, we know what you want. Like, well, you don't, because you brought out the stuff that we don't want. Like, bro, just listen to us.
Bungie
No.
don't listen. It's been proven. Bungie either don't listen or hear us, and they're just like, nah.
If it was that easy and they thought they would make money, they'd do it. But because it's something that a lot of these things they'd have to give to us for free, it won't happen.
Thing like Yeah, they don't want to give it to us for free. They want to make it. They want to make money out of it. If they do it, it'll be a major release title. Like, oh, you can do all the sidearms now. The only way you're going to get to do that is you have to complete a quest that's linked to the main story of the DLC. So you got to pay $100.
No,
Mhm.
that's definitely how it'll go because that's how they do with every single fucking new weapon release. It's always tied to the expansion.
It's unfortunate, but it is what it is.
We've never gotten a new weapon type without an expansion.
Yeah.
Like
And
I think
it's unfortunate, but it like at the same stage we're constantly giving Bungie money by buying the DLCs and all the stuff that it is what it is.
yeah, well, Bungie can suck these.
Barbo for these.
Don't bring Bobo Fetties into this. He is long deceased.
Long deceased.
Yeah, he's in a crypt somewhere.
Rip. The last game that I had on the list is actually James Bond First Light. It was announced by IO Studios.
When was the last James Bond came out, bro? I feel like it's been like 20 years since the last James Bond came.
I'm gonna give a hot take. They're just making Hitman 2.0.
Well, it's actually made by the same company.
Exactly. So it's gonna play like Hitman.
They're even advertising it by introducing a mission into Hitman with a James Bond villain.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, Le Chiffre from Casino Royale, played by Mads Mikkelsen, is going to be in Hitman for free.
Interesting. I mean, like that's kind of funny. I haven't seen a James Bond game in a hot minute, but pop off, I guess.
Even if it does play like Hitman, I'm not going to be mad about it.
No, I mean that's all you need. I'm just saying.
Yeah, like the story seems pretty interesting. Like it's James Bond getting his license to kill. Like it's a pretty blunt, empty premise, but
yeah.
What story?
Hey, story? What story? Never matter.
Okay, I'm looking at the mega thread for the Xbox showcase.
Yeah.
Was the other one Next Fest, the one you couldn't name?
I believe so.
Yeah.
The only thing that I think you missed was the announcement of the Ally Rogue ROG Xbox Ally, the handheld.
That's on the list, but I was gonna leave it to you to talk about because I have not had a chance to read anything about it.
Okay, so it's a ROG Ally, which is already a thing. It's literally just their handheld. But the Xbox team have added a button. The Xbox button.
Oh,
and
animated.
From what I can tell, it's got both. It's got an Xbox OS, which is going to be like your Game Pass and stuff.
Okay.
But it also comes with Windows, so you can play Steam games.
Interesting. So they're not actually making a whole new Xbox console; they're making a handheld instead.
No. It's not even like a new. It's not even like a new handheld. The Ally has been out for a while. Like you can buy one now, but it's only going to play Steam games. So imagine like a Steam Deck, except Xbox, and that you can play Xbox games too.
Okay.
Because
so we're not.
Okay.
Could be interesting though.
Hold on, let me pull up the specs quickly. Where is it?
Can you connect it to a TV and like play on a TV?
They did say you could, and that there will be like a dock for like how the Switch works.
Okay. That's not too bad then, because then you can kind of make it like a mini Xbox then almost.
They didn't say when it was coming out. Well, this is essentially going for So there's two versions. There's the normal Ally, which is the white one. Which has an 8 GPU core. 4 CPU core /8 threads. What the fuck is this? LPDDR5 600 or 6400 memory speed with a 6 to 20 watt configurable TDP, whatever that means. It's got 512 gigabytes of storage as SSD. It's got a 60-hour watt battery and it weighs 670 grams. That's the base model.
So what GPU is it using?
8-core GPU AMD RDNA 2. I don't know what that means.
I know, I know most of it, but the last couple of ones, I'm not sure. But it must be a newer one, I guess.
There's a better version, called the ROG Ally or ROG Xbox Ally X, which has a 16-core GPU, 8 cores, 8 CPU core with a 16 thread. It has DDR5 8000 memory speed. It's got slightly better configurative watts, and it's got 50 AI tops, which I don't know what that means. But it's got 1 terabyte of storage, and it's got an 80 watt battery, so it weighs slightly more at 715 grams. And best of all, it comes in black.
Okay.
Comes in black.
You
Yes.
got white or black. Fair enough.
I assume that eventually they'll come up with the normal version in black and the other version in white.
Most likely,
But-
like they normally do.
But from speaking to Risen, because he understood this better than I did, it seems like essentially you'll have a mid to high, on the higher end of low tier PC to high end mid tier PC. So
Yeah,
essentially,
it doesn't sound like it's going to be too crazy.
yeah. So essentially, anything that your Xbox can do, it can probably do it to the same extent. It probably will have a little bit worse. The only thing that I can think might be an issue is heat, because handhelds have a lot of issues with heat sometimes.
Yeah.
But I assume that they're going to work on that, because if you make a handheld, you got to look after the heat.
Yeah.
Especially because this is going to be priced at well over $1,000.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Well,
it's
yeah,
gonna
it's
be-
not going to be like the other handheld. Well, yeah.
No, because I've looked at buying an Ally once, and it was the base version, because there's 2 versions of the Ally right now. The base version's $800.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and the other version is about 1,000. So I imagine that this will be over $1,000 easily for the base version. But yeah,
I just couldn't justify it, to be honest.
No.
no.
Especially after paying all the money for the Series X,
Well, the other thing is, we've all got PCs. My one is a decently high-end PC. Squid's is a decently high-end PC. I have no idea about yours, Strath.
Yeah, it's brand new.
Yeah, so it's for us, it's not really a thing of, oh, we might get it. We're probably not going to get it. We have
No,
PCs that can run all the games we want. For someone who doesn't have a PC, who might have space issues, this is probably going to be an answer in some ways.
Yeah.
I can see it as for someone who travels a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I mean, if someone travels a lot, you're better off buying something like a Switch anyway to play games.
I mean, the Switch 2 reviews aren't popping the way that I think they'd hoped. There's actually been a complaint that a lot of people have received Switches with shattered screens because when they've stapled receipts to boxes for pre-orders, they've actually punctured the screen with the staples.
I'm just saying that's bad packaging from Nintendo.
It is.
So it's out now, is it Switch 2?
Yeah, it came out today.
Man, I don't know how they managed to sell it with that really glaring issue, a red flag that their licensing they said they're gonna do. That's kind of,
Well,
Uh,
they've had issues with the screen. They've also advertised not to remove the you know how when you get like new screens, it has that plastic film over top of it.
Yeah.
They've said that if you remove that, it practically voids warranty. Apparently.
Also, just to cut you off for a second, apparently High on
You're
Life
right.
2 was announced.
Okay. I played the first
What,
game.
sorry?
It was
High on Life
interesting, but
2.
it's a game that's
It was-
made by the people from Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's very much like a comedic game, like a South
Yeah.
Park.
Also, there was an Indiana Jones DLC announced.
yeah.
Yeah. So that was
It's
it.
on my playlist.
It's not
I-
on mine.
I played it. I went through it, finished the game. It was okay. I'm not a fan of Rick and Morty. I've never really watched many episodes of Rick and Morty, so it was more just giving it a try. And I mean, if you like the Rick and Morty humor and you find it hilarious, then I guess you could find that game also fun. But like for gameplay reasons, it was just an average, mid at best shooter, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah. But,
If you can get it on Game Pass, if it's still on Game Pass, I'd probably do that. I would buy it if I was.
no, I don't think it's on Game Pass anymore. I think it's been kicked.
I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think it's sold too well.
No, a lot of the players like it was from memory. It reviewed well, but again, it was only ever offering a single player like experience. So it's like you're not going to get mileage.
No,
You'll
but
play
I
it
mean,
once,
they're not
maybe
making
twice.
it. Yeah, but I guess like they're making that solely for a single player game, which is fair enough. Like people who complain about Black Myth Wukong dying out after a couple of months is like, well, it's not meant to be a game that you play 17, 30 times. You know?
Yeah, but we've still got 50,000 players playing Dark Souls 1 on the Nintendo fucking GameCube. Shouldn't
Yeah,
die
but the
that
difference is,
quickly.
no, I agree, but like the difference is you've got like a fairly new, I'm assuming, company versus, FromSoft, who's,
The
pretty much
granddaddy.
doing everything. Yeah, like, well, you can't. Yeah, look at Elden Ring. Like Elden Ring is still, I think, like making six figures of daily, for players. Like I don't think they've ever. I think they've dropped a bit now, but since Night Rain came out, but they've like been pulling, 120,000 a day in what do you call? You know what I'm talking about?
In players?
Yeah.
Yeah. Same with like Dark Souls 1 and 3. Like they've still got quite a bit, and there's a lot of like, and this is going back to your community thing you mentioned. One thing I also really remember now is the community in Dark Souls is super toxic. I agree, but they're also like they'll make Facebook posts saying going back to Yharnam or going back to Lothric, and they'll literally make an event where thousands of players go back to a game, the older game, and they replay it, and they have all the summons there because people are replaying it and invading, and they make a whole new account. And that's one thing I really like about the community is they'll make those events on Facebook, and then like 400,000 people go and play the game for a month, and they'll just basically like it was brand new, first came out. That's one thing that I really liked about the community of Dark Souls. Like as toxic as they are, they do go back and do some pretty fun stuff like that.
Well, it's a good thing that you brought up Bloodborne because on Trail Mix today we're announcing Bloodborne 2.
Bloodborne 2 shouldn't be coming out, is it? Like that was a joke, wasn't it?
No, we're announcing it right now, Squid. We're sponsored by Sony.
I'm
We got
pretty much
we got live
right.
access right now, switching to the camera feed.
Jesus. Oh,
Bloodborne 1, Bloodborne 2 to be real, man. Sony's not going to do it, bro.
No,
They're
we're
remastering-
announcing Bloodborne 3.
They're remastering Bloodborne 1 or Bloodborne simply so that the PlayStation 5 Pro makes sales.
No, they're releasing it so they have a reason to produce the fucking PS5 Pro.
Crazy,
know-
like, and also Days Gone remastered, I think, as well. Like, they're like, why are you remastering? Make a second game, bro. We don't want the remaster.
We don't want a second game.
What, you don't like it?
No, fucking Days Gone was shit.
You just, yeah, that's crazy.
Days
That's
Gone.
actually
Also,
wild.
Days Gone 2 is coming out.
Is it? Oh, well,
Yeah, they announced it a while ago that they were making it. I
I
hope
thought
it
they got
gets
cancelled.
cancelled. I hope we did.
I mean, if we're speaking on games that are being remastered, Gears of War and Metal Gear Solid are both getting a remaster, and the
Yeah, but Gears
Mastercraft
is...
collection of Space Marines comes out in 2 hours.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
but also, Gears of War is going to the PS5.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
PlayStation's game because Xbox likes to give games and Sony doesn't.
That's what they... Actually, fuck, hold up. Microsoft, fuck you. You bastards. You ruined Halo. I want them...
Say it with your chest.
I want them to hear me when I say this. This is the longest us Halo fans have gone between games without any news. Literally. And they announced that the sequel to Halo Infinite, the sequel to the Halo Infinite story, is coming out in a book.
Not even giving a game.
Yeah, no, we're not. It's like, they're working on stuff behind the scenes. Fucking produce something, my guy. It's been, what, 4 or 5 years now since we've heard any news on Halo? Like, the most they've done is rebrand the fucker. They went from shitty 343 to shitty Halo Studios.
Wait, so 343 is gone, is it?
Yeah, well, they rebranded to Halo Studios. And they, like, rehired all the management, so it's all new management. Hint, Sony. You know what to do.
Yeah, right.
If you
But,
think
like-
that's a long time to wait for updates on your game, I've been waiting since 2008 for an update on a sequel
What is it?
for Beyond
fucking-
Good and Evil.
Oh, I thought you were going to bring out Half-Life.
I didn't play
I
that game.
accepted that. I accepted that
Yeah.
Half-Life's over.
No, we
never
got
gonna
Half-Life
bring it out.
Alex.
What?
There was a VR game for Half-Life that came out called Half-Life
Yeah.
Alex.
Don't swear at me.
But that's not the thing, bro. But like, also, I feel like they shouldn't bring out Half-Life 3. Not because I don't want them to, but I feel like the amount of hype that people have for Half-Life 3, it's never going to live up to it. No matter how well the game is made, it'll never live up to the hype. People are going to be disappointed at this stage.
Listen.
It's been such a long time.
Listen, I just want Portal 3. That's all I want.
I also.
I was literally about to say that.
Like, I don't give
I
a
love
fuck
Portal
about
3 so
Half-Life.
much.
I've never played Half-Life. I just want Portal 3.
GLaDOS' mummy.
Yeah.
We don't fuck with robots. That's Atomic
dude.
Hearts thing.
You know what game looked really good during the Game Awards, and I have not heard anything about it since, is Intergalactic.
Yeah, because it probably got cancelled.
I don't
It's
know that.
being made by Naughty Dog
Yeah, they're busy remastering Last of Us again.
for the 5th time.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Dude, they gotta have the flagship title for the PS5 Pro, Last of Us 2 Remastered.
No,
crazy.
the flagship for that will be Marvel's Wolverine.
Nah, for the PS5 Pro.
Yeah. They've announced it, they just haven't given us a date for it.
Well, no, I want the Last of Us 2 remastered in fucking 4.1K so I can see every pore in Abby's face while she gets raw dogged in that one scene.
Wow. He went out and said that.
It's what we need. We need the Last of Us 2 remastered 6.5.
It's crazy.
They have to remaster it every 6 months because it's just the most fucking put to death game series ever.
Yeah,
God, I hate
get
The Last of Us.
it. I
I
can tell.
mean,
No, okay, let me reiterate. I don't
Man's
hate
coming
The
out with
Last of
some
Us.
interesting takes.
I don't
he's
hate
That's
The
got
Last of
some
Us.
real interesting takes.
I like
Some
the
of them I
story.
can't agree with, but you know, some of
No,
them.
no, I like
some
the
of them are
story
hot,
of Last
but-
of Us. I liked the first season of the show. I don't like the fact it's been remastered 7 times when we have other games that they could remaster.
Yeah.
Also,
I agree with that.
the second season of the show is real bad.
I did hear that.
Yeah.
I just feel like, you know, we could also do with another Mass Effect.
Well, that's coming.
It's been announced. Like,
It was announced with The Elder Scrolls 6 like 7 years ago.
No. Bro, like at this stage right now, like I feel like Elder Scrolls 6 is almost like it's either gonna be the game of the decade or it's gonna be hot garbage. Like there's no, I feel like
Yeah,
there's no in
there's
between.
no.
Like, it's literally going to be the best game we've had since in like the last 20 years, or it's going to be a flop. I don't think there's any in between.
I really hope that like Starfield took all the shit game development so that Elder Scrolls 6 can be good. That's what I want.
I mean, the announcement for Elder Scrolls 6 is older than my relationship.
Yeah.
Dude, okay,
Like
that's
it has
crazy.
to be good. It has to be good. Like there's no choice.
I'm saying this now, and we'll revisit this in a later episode. I wonder what will happen first: Elder Scrolls 6 getting a release date, or a woman loving me. It's probably Elder Scrolls.
Fuck.
That's crazy, bro. I mean, it's probably the
That is a crazy take to put in.
I'll listen. If it comes back, I'll do a face reveal.
Wow.
If a woman loves me before Elder Scrolls 6 gets a release date, I will do a face
I
reveal.
don't know, bro. I mean, like.
All right, I'm gonna call your mum right now.
I mean, no homo, but you're a pretty good-looking guy. I don't know what you look like, but you know, I'm assuming you are.
That's going on the internet. But yeah, no, I don't. I think it's because they're working on other shit. Plus, they've got that. What is it? The game they're working with. The Witcher people.
BioWare.
Oh no, Rockstar. Sorry. Wait, no, that's Rockstar and the Witcher people. Never mind.
Rockstar did announce Red Dead Redemption 2 getting remastered.
Did they?
Really?
Mm-hmm. Sure did.
That's crazy.
Wait, how old is Red Dead Redemption 2?
2018 it came out.
Was it? Oh, it feels like it was longer ago.
I think it was 2018 it came out.
Was it an official remaster though? It may have been a fan remaster.
I was gonna say, like, I feel like Rockstar doesn't want to touch Red Dead because it doesn't make as much money as GTA.
They're also like the entire studio is working on GTA. I have a feeling.
Yeah, I doubt they're gonna be doing anything else because everybody's like, you know what? Okay, hot take, really hot take. GTA 6, I feel like, is either going to be hot garbage or okay. I don't think it's going to be as good as people are saying it is because people are overhyping it so much to the point it will never live up to anybody's expectations.
Let me just drop a little bit of lore on that.
Yeah.
After Elite voices his opinion, please.
Oh, no, I was just going to say it's going to get the same treatment as Starfield and Anthem and Cyberpunk, where we're all expecting it to be the greatest game of the generation. Everyone's going to be like, it's going to be the best thing since pissing. And then it's just like, it's a really good game, but because everyone overhyped it, it seems shit. Like, that's it.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Let me just drop a little bit of lore on the both of you.
Lore turd.
Yeah.
Let me drop you some lore. GTA 5 is 12 years old this year. It has been released on PlayStation 3 through 5, Xbox 360 through to XS.
So what
this
you're saying
game,
is it's prime age for a priest.
Prime age. It made $1 billion in its first 3 days. It paid for itself before it was ever released. In pre-sale alone. It's not going to matter if the game is hot shit.
Yeah.
Because
it's going to make so much money for them simply because the fanboys have just been waiting for it and they're just going to throw the money.
Not even that. It'll be paid for before they release it.
Yeah.
And anything else after that, it's not going to matter. So some people will buy it purely to see if it's as good or as shit as people are saying. Just like they did with Cyberpunk. Just like they'll do when The Witcher 4 comes out. It's not going to matter if these games are good or bad. People will buy it just to see for themselves.
Oh yeah, I don't think it will make, if not more money than GTA 5 in like pre-sales and post-sales. But yeah, like my opinion, and people might think I'm a hater, but I just think like I can't imagine it being anything as good as what people are expecting it because it's been such a long time, so they're waiting. And that's why, like, I'm afraid of any game that I've been wanting to have come out for a long time, of it just being horrendous because of like just the idea behind, it not like Witcher 4. Like, I'm looking forward to it, but I'm also afraid because, like, what if it just will overhyping the shit out of it and just turned out to be hot garbage? Because I actually want it to be good.
I mean, like in terms of Grand Theft Auto, right? If we're looking at Steam charts, by comparison, Destiny 2 in the last 24 hours on Steam alone has had 26,000 players.
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto in the last 24 hours had 96,000.
Yeah.
It's not going to matter if it's a good or a bad game.
Here's my other question though: how many of those people would realistically just buy it for the online? Because
that's the thing, though. Like,
there's an online company. There's no way it doesn't.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
But the
like,
thing
they're
is,
yeah.
sorry, you go.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, I don't have any doubt it's gonna make a lot of money. I'm just more thinking of like, for like the fans, for it to be good, because from a monetary value from the company, it doesn't matter if the game's good, it makes money. Like, look at EA and that. Like, they make more money than any of the recent games that are amazing could even comprehend. Like, Baldur's Gate 3, X-Men 33, they make triple the amount of money simply because it's a force to push the game. They make a lot of money. From them side, they don't care. I'm just more thinking, like, I want it to be good for the players who are just been waiting for it. Like, I'm not a GTA fan, but I want it to be good for the people who have been waiting for it, because, like, imagine spending $120 on a game that you've been waiting for the last, like, 10 years, and it's just crap. Like, that would be so disheartening. So I want it for them to be good, regardless if it makes the money or not. I want it to be good for them.
Here's the thing, though. Like, Rockstar, in the past, right? We look at all of their recent notable releases. They do deliver quality.
Oh, they do, absolutely. Like
it may not be the greatest game on launch. I think there are probably going to be some bugs that have people instantly knee-jerking, being like, oh, it's a shit game, it's falling apart, it shouldn't have been released in this state. But I think that's also, we're at a point in time where people have that opinion regardless of how good the game is, purely because people love to hate things.
Absolutely.
Like, it could be the greatest game ever released and they're still going to rage about it if there's one graphics bug.
Yeah.
That's me. I will do that.
I mean, there's just people out there, like, I'm not naming names, but there are people out here I know that have some interesting takes on games that aren't bad games, they're actually pretty good games, but the takes are very interesting.
Listen, man.
I'm listening, man. No, I didn't say a name. I'm not mentioning you specifically.
Dude,
I'm just saying
Anthem is the best game ever made.
Then why is it dead?
Because fucking Ubisoft.
I know, but, like, what I'm saying is that, like,
no, I know some of my takes are off, but my takes are mine, and I will own them.
I know, that's
and there's nothing wrong with that.
No, I know, it's just sometimes it just baffles my mind when you give me takes, because you'll give me some takes, I'm like, that's so valid behind it. Then the other ones, I'm like, man, I couldn't even guess that if you told me to guess.
What's a take that you just can't guess?
Probably the Days Gone one. That's probably the one that caught me off guard, because I've heard so many people talk about it as one of the best zombie games I've ever played in, like, the last decade, and I've just seen people rave on about how great it is. And so when he said that, I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I know some people don't like it, but I feel like some people just hate the game simply because they want to hate the game.
You know what? We're gonna conduct an experiment with this.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Is it? How do you spell day? Like, Days Gone? Is it with a Z?
Days Gone with an exclamation point.
Just the word Days Gone. Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna find a way to play it in the next 7 days. And when we come back, that's actually come up. When we come back for our next recording, you can ask me what I thought about it.
Okay.
And we'll work out if your take is bad or if Elite's is.
I don't think Elite's take is bad. It was just a surprise to me because I haven't really heard many bad things about the game. I've heard people say it's horrible.
Do you not remember when I, like, fully argued with Kill because Kill loves Days Gone?
I don't remember that, man. No.
Oh, it was like during a Destiny raid. Like Kill was like,
I don't remember what happened 5 minutes ago. So
Well, yeah, no. Kill and I during a raid had a argument about it because he loves it.
Yeah, look, I mean, the difference is I'm not gonna hold you to your takes. Like, you could say it's my favorite. Like, you've actively said that you don't like Fairy Tail. It's my favorite anime, and I'm like, oh, it's fair, man. You know, you do you. Like, this
Okay,
is my
it's
favorite
not that
anime.
I don't
like
like it. It's just Natsu is fucking annoying, and Lucy
Yeah,
is
no, that's
boobs.
fine. I know, and
Oh.
I respect your opinion in that. I'm just saying that, you know, it's the same thing as, like, you know, I might have some takes that you might not like.
Yeah. Well,
Not that
here's the
I
thing.
really don't know. But...
I kind of want to give Fairy Tail another try. Anyway.
Like, I know it's hated. A lot of people
What
don't
is
like it
Fairy
because
Tail?
It's an anime.
anime.
It's that one magic anime where all the chicks have massive boobs. Like,
It definitely has
It
some
doesn't
ecchi
narrow it down.
good point.
Look, all right. Let me give you I'll give you
here it
facts. Then.
goes.
I won't give you opinion. I'll give you
number
facts.
101.
No. So the manga for Fairy Tail, if I remember correctly, sold more than Bleach when the big three was made, but
Okay.
Bleach was more preferred. So Fairy Tail probably should have been in the big three, but because Bleach was preferred more, it got the big three. So I'm not saying I like Fairy Tail simply because of certain reasons, but I'm just saying it is a liked anime. People just don't like the idea of friendship because, you know, and I'm just gonna say a lot of other animes have it, like Dragon Ball, and a lot of other big, like, I know One Piece fans hate the friendship stuff, but like that's in One Piece, bro. Like, it's there. Yeah, I know. We'll save this for the anime thing. But like, we'll save it for the anime thing. But I'm just saying, like, I can respect your take on that. It's my favorite anime. I'm not gonna get butthurt because you don't like it.
Fair. That's respectable. I respect you as a cephalopod squid.
Thank you.
It's on Netflix.
Like,
yes.
I think one of my absolute hottest takes that I have that I've changed recently, and that was that any game that people say is good and is amazing, I believe that people are just sheeps and they don't actually like the game. They just want to say it's good, and that's why I have the opinion. I want to try it before I make an opinion on it, because my hot takes are like, I used to think that Baldur's Gate 3 was a horrendous game because people everyone said it's good. I'm like, yeah, is it really good though? Or people just saying that because they want to be sheeps. So I'm like, all right, well, let's try it out. Let's actually try it before I make that opinion of it. But you know what, like, not specifically that game, but I have a lot of those. I can be one of those people that hates to hate. I'll be honest. I'll admit that I can be a person that hates to hate just because I want to hate it. Same with like Expedition 33. I wanted to hate it. I wanted to hate the game. I wanted to play it and say this is crap. And I didn't. I loved it. It's in my top 5 now. And I wanted to hate it. And I'm mad that I wanted to hate it because I nearly didn't play it.
I can safely say Baldur's Gate is in my top 5 games ever played.
Yeah, like, I mean, my top 5 is not that. It's not that. Sorry, you go.
No, I was just gonna say, like, I've never played a turn-based game before Baldur's Gate. I didn't think I was gonna enjoy it, and I binged that shit for like 2 weeks straight.
Yeah.
Yep, there it is.
Like, yeah, my top 5 isn't hard. Like, it's Red Dead Redemption 2, The Witcher 3, Cyberpunk, Expedition 33, and then Starfield. I know you don't like Starfield, but I love it.
It's not that I don't like Starfield. I just think it's wasted potential.
It definitely is, man. There's like, and my reason for liking Starfield isn't because it's a game. It's just because the romance options are actually kind of fire.
This is why you need to play Starfield.
That's like that's
Starfield,
yeah.
Baldur's Gate, sorry.
Well, that's why I'm want to play it, bro. Because I know my friend at work's played it a lot, and he said the same thing as what Strath said, of just like, yeah, get ready. Like, the romance options are like, bro, you're gonna be like in love with characters, and then when you realize they're not real, you're gonna be sad. I'm like,
no, it's only that because the characters are actually like crafted well.
That's what I'm saying. Like, when games have like romance options so well done, it hurts me because I'm like, they're not real. It's like, damn, bro, that sucks, man.
Damn, they're not real.
Rippy dippy.
Rippy dippy. Anyway, that's my tangent for tonight.
Very good.
Do you have any more topics on the list, Strath?
I don't. That's all we had for tonight.
Oh, very good.
Well, we're probably at the optimal stopping time.
Very good.
Fantastic.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
See you later.
Bye, team.
Bye.
everyone just remember go fuck Squid.